Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Suat. I'm a professor at the Department of Psychiatry at Maltepe University, and I have the privilege of giving your very first lecture in medical school. Before we get into our lecture today, I'd like to congratulate you all for being admitted to our medical school and becoming a member of Maltepe University. I know that you all work hard and sacrifice a lot to make it here. And there it is. Welcome to Maltepe University School of Medicine and welcome to our first lecture. It's an honor to give this lecture, which I know you have been looking forward to, and I hope you will remember throughout your education. So I have given a lot of thought on what to talk about, went back and forth between many ideas, like how important it is to be a medical doctor, or ethics, or history of medicine, etc., etc. Then I thought that's not what you need in your first lecture, and I decided to talk about a subject that no one ever told me and my colleagues about during our medical training, a subject that will deeply impact your education during medical school and residence training, and later your professional as well as personal life. I know you are all happy to get into medical school, right? Happy that you achieved your goal, happy that you will become great doctors and take care of your patients, happy because your family, your friends are proud of you. You are happy just like I was when I made it to medical school. Yet, this great privilege of getting this education, becoming a doctor, comes with its own challenges. And this is where the subject I wish I was thought about comes into the picture. That the subject is happiness. In this lecture, I will briefly talk about the science of well-being, what makes us happy, our misconceptions about happiness, and how we can overcome those. I believe some of you think, oh, that is easy. If I have a lot of money, or a new car, or an apartment, maybe, that would definitely make me happy. Or some of you may be thinking, I surely need a relationship to be happier, a romantic one though. And of course, most of you believe that if you have good grades, that would make you happy. Isn't that right? No, actually, most of the stuff we believe that would make us happy in our life does not that much impact on our happiness. We have a lot of misconceptions about happiness and what makes us happy. A new car, a lot of money, a new apartment, new stuff. Yes, I know those things hardly can make you unhappy. But what we know from research studies is that those things, a new car or a lot of money, actually don't make us as happy as we think. For instance, research showed that if we get a new car that we wanted for so long, make us a little bit happier, but at first. But, a big but, that effect doesn't last long. Maybe a few days or a few weeks, then we usually get bored from the car. After that, we feel exactly the same as before. Even sometimes seeking those stuff out can become a burden for us and make us unhappy. Or another example, having good grades. The same effect. Once you get good grades, you feel happy. But for how long? Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that you should not get good grades. I'm just saying if you believe that will make you happy, it will not. Of course you have to hard work, and you have to do your best. But don't take grades too much serious. What will make you happy is focusing on what you learn and how it contributes to your growth professionally and personally. Make learning and understanding stuff your goal, not grades. So, most of the things we think make us happy don't make us as happy as we think, right? So then, what will make us happier, right? There may not be a magic formula, but here is how we get there and be happier according to recent research studies. I want to give you a few basic advices that would make you healthier in general and also boost your happiness. So, we can call them health practices. You have to know that one thing though. You have to know that things we are going to talk about now do not work if you don't get them into your life, if you don't make them your routine, if you don't practice them. First thing I want to talk about is your sleep. Yes, it may sound cliche, but sleep is one of the most important things in our life. We spend at least a third of our lives in sleep. Sleep is everywhere. Sleep is where our brain and body can rest, refresh, and more importantly, rebuild. Or some may say restructured. Yes, during sleep, our brain makes new neuronal connections, store energy, produce new transmitters, and so on, so on. And we know that if we don't get good sleep in time, we may experience many problems. We may feel distressed, anxious. We may have physical problems like pain, headache. So, as you think, that would make us unhappy. Right. Instead, if we don't get enough good sleep, we feel unhappy and we will physically feel unwell. So, first practice you have to do during your medical education and your life, of course, is to get your sleep in shape. Try to get enough sleep every single night. If you sleep better, believe me, you feel better. My second advice, and our second health advice, which would be definitely make you happy, is to do physical exercise. We all know that doing regular exercise is so important for our physical health, right? It can boost our blood circulation, it can decrease inflammation in our body, it helps us to lose weight, get in shape. From research studies, we also know that regular exercise boosts serotonin and dopamine levels in our brain. In turn, our anxiety level decreases, so we can deal with stress better. It boosts our cognitive functioning, so we can learn better. And it also improves our mood, so we feel happier. So, doing regular exercise has a lot of beneficial effects in our body. We cannot create or replace those effects with vitamins, pills, or even surgery. When you become a medical doctor and when you become like great doctors, you advise your patients to do regular exercise. But surprise, we medical professionals don't exercise as much as we advise to our patients. So, if you want to be healthier and be happy, move a little bit more. Do some exercise, make it your habit, make it an important part of your life. My final health advice will be on some bad habits, which makes you unhealthier and unhappier. Bad habits that you need to consider changing if you have. So, what are those bad things you have to think about? Yeah, some of you are right. Those are, of course, smoking, alcohol, and substance use. Not a big surprise, huh? But believe it or not, we know that cigarette smoking among medical professionals are much higher than the general population. We know that medical professionals drink alcohol more than the general population, and also they use illegal substances at least as much as the general population, if not more. So, research shows that we, medical doctors and professionals, are more prone to get addicted to smoking, alcohol, and substances in short. And we know that those are smoking, alcohol, and substance use have really bad impact on our physical health and our psychological health. So, If you use them, just think about it. If you don't use them, that's good. Keep not using them. You will have a few classes on addiction during your medical training, and you will learn more about addiction. But during your medical education or later in your life, if you think that you have a problem on those, just seek out some help. So, this will be the end of your welcome lecture. I hope to meet you in person very soon, and I hope you all will enjoy your time here. Best.